everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Raid Shadow Legends, and I'm joined by YST.
How
Finally,
is it
happy to
going?
have you on the channel.
First time on the channel, and of course, as I do on everyone else's channel, boom, we got Genshin in the building. But yeah, how's it going, Ivy? Thanks for having me on.
Good, good. It was nice to have you. Guys, this is actually a two-part thing, so if you're watching this and you haven't already seen his video, once you're done with this, go ahead on over to his channel. We got kind of this, we have some similar ideas, but some fun topics over there too, so make sure you go check that out. I'll make sure to link him in the description below, and the video link as well. All right, and today we're actually going to talk about our most used champions. Now, not just our favorite champions, there's so many people that are just amazing at one thing. I wanted to actually go in and talk about what champions on our accounts do we use the most in like multiple areas of the game. So I think that's a fun topic to see from just different accounts. I mean, how long have you been playing Raid, YST?
I've been playing this for around, I'd like to say, I always say 3 years, but I think it's closer to 2.5 years, but it'll be 3 years in September. So yeah, pretty
Okay.
long time.
Yeah, so just I'll be 3 years in like April, so a
Okay.
little bit longer. Okay. But I think why don't we let's see. How about you start us off? Why don't you start us off with one of your most used champions?
First off, if we head into the Shadowkin, and it's probably not a hard one to choose, but first off, I'm not going to say the one that you're probably going to guess, but it's going to be Gembo the Dishonored, the Epic.
Oh yes, he's super fun. I love Genbo.
Yes, so for the longest time, and even till this day, I don't have a Trunda, and I only
Oh,
recently pulled a Kandrathon. And this dude, for me, has been carrying me in the arena for so long because he's just an amazing nuker overall because you only have to build him with 70% crit rate, and he leads into that extra turn, and he smacks like a truck on that A2 ability. And he also kind of ignores that swift parry and all of that stuff because he just removes it. So I like
yep,
to call him the Leorius Killer. Like, he's amazing, man.
true.
For an epic, even if he was a legendary, I think I'd still use this dude. Do you use Gembo?
I love Genbo. I definitely use him in Faction Wars. He makes it really fast. I use him once in a while in Arena, but I have a lot of great nukers, including two Trundas. Don't hate me.
Just rub it in.
So I don't really use him too much as just like an arena nuker, but he's definitely fun, and I enjoy when I get a chance to throw him in a comp or even just some fast dungeon runs or some, or like the lower level Doom Tower or keeps or
Yeah.
something fun.
I will say, like, when I was first doing the Doom Tower, of course, I don't have those other crazy nukers at the time, but Gembo carried me on the hard Doom Tower up to like floor 100 every single time without a seer.
Really?
So if some of you guys are like struggling on wave clears, this dude's definitely one you might want to consider bringing in. But on my first pick, I can't just leave the Shadowkin without mentioning my boy Genzin. Now, not just for like selfish reasons, but he's actually an amazing champion. So where I use this dude is, do you know when you're trying to do maybe some solo compositions against like some Doom Tower bosses? He's amazing for faction wars, the only drop defense AoE, I believe. He also
Yeah.
smacks really hard and ignores unkillable on his A3. And he's just one not to underlook. Like all that 10 meter boosting, he's like an energizer bunny, sorry, and he just bounces everywhere. Crazy champ. Do you have a
Yeah, I love
Genzin?
Genshin. Yeah, I do have a Genshin. Actually, I think I have three of them, so he's my faction guardians.
Oh man, please send him my way. I want a +4.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's definitely someone only use in faction wars as well, but I do think he's fun, and I love the Shadowkin animations. They're really fast, so they can make your runs quite quick, actually.
Who's faster, him or Karato? Because both of them are crazy quick.
Oh
Like they
yeah, it's
in and
so
out.
true.
Yeah. All
And
right, who you got?
Lady Kimmy moves so fast, it's insane.
Oh yeah, well,
All right, I think I have to go into one of the probably the most obvious for anyone that has her, which found out you don't.
yeah.
Seer.
Oh,
I I mean, she is just so game changing. And when it comes to Seer, of course, the wave clear boss. Like, she is just, without her, everything's a little slower, or a lot slower. Dungeons, of course, Dragon, Fire Knight, Ice Golem. I use her in all of them. And I also use her in Hydra for buff stripping and, like, an extra damage for the enemy max HP. Like, why not? It's kind of got that same hit.
yeah. The places where I use it is when I'm sleeping and I kind of like dreaming about it. And I wake up, I go on my account, and it's still missing. So,
Aw,
Valerium, sort it out, please. Just
that's
just throw it to my next
crazy.
voice shot. Oh man, yeah,
That
she's
is
amazing.
crazy. Are you one have you bought void packs, or are you not someone who's bought shards much?
I've bought shards, don't get me wrong, but I've never like gone all out on void packs before. I've bought the occasional, like, do you know when you buy like the monthly packs and you get like a few in
Yeah.
it? But I've never like bought like a full pack string or something like that. So if I did that, I probably would get a seer, but I'm patient. I'll wait another
I
couple
was
years.
Yeah, that's the one place I would always buy shards would be the voids. And I got really lucky with voids early on. I haven't bought shards much lately, but
Yeah.
I didn't regret when I did.
Now you're just making me want to do it. Oh
Oh
God.
man, don't do this at home, kids. All
All right.
right, what
So
about your next? Yeah.
if we head into the Lizardman, and this is probably one that many people won't probably have at the moment because it's pretty new, but it's Chago, the new
Oh,
Void Legendary.
he seems really cool. Yeah.
He is, guys, if you have got this champion, I'm telling you, he's worth the books, he's worth the investment, especially for the Doom Tower. Now, coming off that C, still trying to struggle a bit in my mind, but I'm not having one. But with that A2 ability, I think this is the best CC ability in the game. Like, it's insane. So, attacks all enemies 2 times, has a 100% chance once booked of placing a 5% poison debuff for 4 turns, and a drop defense, right? But that's not where it stops, because if you go into the passive, he instantly attacks enemies with his default skill whenever they receive damage from poison debuffs from this champion. Now, the A1 actually has the highest damage multipliers in his kit. Well, it has a really high damage multiplier anyway. I can't remember exactly which one hits harder out of that one and the A3, but basically what you do is you put the poisons up for 4 turns, he always counterattacks them, and he always places a sleep. So if you think about Mortimer Cab Waves, Rotos and
Hmm.
Siphi, like all of these ones that people just hate, he makes it so easy, full auto, all the way through. And he's amazing, man. Yeah, I love this dude.
He sounds really fun. I kind of forgot about him, to be honest.
Yeah, I use him so much. Even in arena, he can do some work there as well. And of course the faction wars. Like he's amazing.
Yeah, that's a really fun one. He's someone I remember when he first came out. He sounded cool, but I know one of my friends is obsessed with playing him, so I'm hopefully he'll be on the list someday. I've had good luck with voids, but he's not one I've gotten
Yeah, if
yet.
you pull him, you're gonna be very happy with it, 100%. Like I love this dude.
I think my next pick is actually going to be Renegade because I am not lucky in the Prince Kaimar department.
Oh, is
Uh,
it? Oh, I can rub that one in. I got 2 Kaimars.
do
There you go.
you? Oh shit. Okay, that's my
Uh,
most wanted champion for sure. But Renegade kind of goes along with the Seer thought there. She Anywhere you see Seer, you're probably going to see Renegade at least when it comes to wave clearing. They kind of go hand in hand
yeah.
if you don't have a Prince Kaimar, especially. But her also she has the extra utility that Prince Kaimar doesn't have in the sense of the decreased speed. So there are certain bosses where that really comes in handy, like Fire Knight. Some of the Doom Tower bosses as well. But I love her. I obviously use her Wave Clear, Spider, Dragon, Fire Knight, Ice Golem, and of course Faction Wars for making things faster. So she's a little rare, but she's puts in good work.
Yeah, I'd actually, even though I have Kaima, like jokes aside, I still use Renegade in my spider team, like a
Oh,
rank 5 one or rank 4, because I just like the way that her abilities cycle in a way. Because if you've got a Kaima and you've built him for like the arena and stuff, 9 times out of 10 he's too fast for like your spider comps.
that's true.
So having someone like a Renegade that you can just put in there who does a very good skill with the resets, and of course I've seen like all the crazy teams with the Fire Knights and all of that. So yeah, I think that's a good pick. I like that one.
Your next one?
And next up is going to be in the dwarfs. And do you want to guess who it is before I even say it?
Oh boy. Um, from
Not
people
Cornelia.
you
She's
like,
screaming.
not who
Say
you.
that again.
Not I would say from well, we know who you like, but I would say someone
Yeah,
like a Geomancer. He's becoming really well used.
he is amazing. I do use him a good amount, but it's going to be Under Priest Brogni.
Oh yeah, of course.
Arguably the
That's fair.
best fusion champion to ever come into Raid Shadow Legends.
Yes.
Come at me if you want to. So
He's
basically,
amazing.
this dude is like he's just like a jack of all trades. Like you can bring him into the Eternal Dragon, any of the bosses, the Griffin, the Clan Boss, Arena defenses. This dude is so amazing, and it's all down to that crazy shield that can't be removed and reflects damage back. And he's also got that great burn on the A1. He's the only champion in Raid that can extend shields the way that he does. And I just think he's so unique in his kit, and at the moment, irreplaceable for what he does. So yeah,
True.
that's gonna be my next pick. I love him.
Yeah, he was. I missed the Brogni fusion by
Oh,
forgetting to do
for God's
Ice
sake,
Golem.
Ivy.
And then, yeah, it was like the one fusion I messed up, and it was like the best one. And luckily, I eventually pulled him, thank God, because I was
That's good.
upset. Absolutely love using him though. I wish I had. He's someone I would love dupes of because I would love to have dupes of him for Hydra.
Oh, yeah, he's amazing in Hydra as well. I forgot to mention that. Great
Yeah.
champion for that.
Oh
All
boy,
right, who
my
we got
next
next?
one is probably might arguably be my favorite champion. Um,
I guess it before you say
I'm
it.
gonna I'm gonna go with Cardiel.
Oh, that threw me off guard. I thought you were
He's
gonna say someone else.
insane. Like I I can't imagine not having him on my account. I was looking at where I use people, and I was like, okay, Griffin, Bommel, Frostbiter, Eternal Dragon, Arena Offense, Arena Defense, Faction Wars, Hydra. Wait, do I use him like everywhere? Literally, quite. And he's got just
Yeah.
such a versatile kit. He's got the Fear on his A1 plus he heals. He's got the passive where he counterattacks sometimes. And I didn't even remember. He has actually like damage mitigation against Demon Spawn, Undead Horde, and Night Rev. I forgot that part of his kit. Forgot he has that. But
Yeah,
of course,
this
ally
dude is.
attack, and it's just he has everything.
Yeah, this guy is a bit busted to be fair. Like
Yeah,
he aesthetically looks like one of the best champions in the game as well. Like him and his sister
Big-
Godseeker, and he can ride on a Tator Rhyme. I can imagine that happening.
so true.
Yeah, man, I agree with that. I don't have one. And do you know what? Fun fact: I've never pulled a Sacred Order Legendary in my life in nearly 3 years.
Interesting. So let's.
Never. I've never pulled a Rush
Wow,
Guard, a Cassia. The only Sacred Order Legendary I have is an Astralon, and that was
from
a
the
fusion.
fusion.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
it's upsetting to
Okay.
see my index right now.
Oh man. No, I love Astralon, but yeah, I have like a ton of Abesses and a whole bunch of yeah.
Whenever they
All
do
right,
like a
who?
trade system, my account's open, Ivy. I'll take anything. All right,
Oh
shall I head
dear.
into my next one?
Sure.
Okay, so the next one's gonna be a free champion, but a champion that many people have a problem getting, and it's in the Dark Elves, and she goes by the name of Lydia, the Death Siren. Now, I
Good
use this
choice.
chick everywhere. She makes my clan boss team possible. I use her in the Doom Tower. I use her in Arena. This chick just has it all. And one of my favorite parts of her kit is, of course, that A2 with the increased speed, the drop defense, the weaken, the strengthens. Very similar to a cardio. She has got everything. She's also got the block buffs, the poison sensitivities. She's got fear on her A1. And one of my favorite parts of her kit is that block revive. So when you're coming up against Frost Spider, the Ice Golem, and all of these places where block revive is amazing, look no further than Lydia, the Death Siren. What do you think about Lydia?
Oh, I love her. She definitely deserves to be on the list. I mean, she's someone I use at almost everywhere as well, except Clan Boss. She can see
Yeah.
fit into arena just fine. She's just got so much utility with her. And I obviously she's another one who pairs well with Seer whenever you get her someday, hopefully soon.
See that happening.
Sure it will. Sure it will.
But yeah, I think, do you remember back in the day when Lydia was first announced, how excited everyone was? And she
Oh
didn't, like,
yeah.
I was scared that she was gonna, like, not be as good as they were hyping up, but she's definitely lived to tell the tale. Like, she's no joke. 100%.
And 100 arena or 100 resistant arena. So that's whew,
So good.
big
All
aura
right, who you got it?
there. I'll go down to one of my other favorites. And the last few are a little bit broken. Don't judge me, guys, but it's reality. There's a reason these champions are so good and are so highly desired because they're amazing and they're so well used. Like Siphi, I have two Siphis. Absolutely friggin' love her, and I use both of the Siphis highly. Siphi and Cardial are probably my favorite champions, and I can't imagine not having a Siphi anymore
Don't
after
worry, I
having
can
her.
tell you all about it. Oh man.
She's
What do you
just,
love
I mean,
about Siphi?
obviously, she's
Yeah.
definitely broken, of course, a little bit with the sleep on her A1. But I mean, she's just, again, she replaced, like we were talking about on your channel, replacing people. She's just such a good healer. She has all the buffs you need. And of course, the full turn meter on Revive is amazingly helpful as well. And the fact that she pairs with Rotos is super fun too. I do not have a Rotos to go with my girls. The girls are getting bored, but it's all right.
I've got something that you don't have.
Paimar and Rhodos. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Siphi's amazing. One day she'll pop out for me, but yeah, man. I was just going down like, the heck is she doing? What is she floating on? Like, look at her feet, man. She's not even wearing anything. What the heck?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's like
Scroll all the
the
way
other
down and
demon
look at
spawn
underneath her
girls.
thing. Oh, what the heck?
She's
I was
just
just looking at the
floating.
aesthetics, like, is there
She's a
anything that I'm
ghost.
missing here? But
I know you're right.
all right, so next up is going to be okay, it's going to be in Shadowkin again. So it's going to be another free champion that people can't get anymore. And I wish that people could still get him, but it's Ninja. Now, Ninja just speeds up so much stuff. Like, I seen that Odd One Gaming, you were saying earlier that he does a crazy fast team on the Dragon with him. I use him personally in like most of the Doom Tower bosses. Recently, amazing against the Hydra boss as well.
Yeah.
Throw him into those crazy 2-to-1 clan boss teams. Like he's just versatile, and his kit is just like that burn detonation. And if you get the cooldowns as well with the A3, it's just always gonna happen. And he's got that drop defense on the A1. Yeah, I love Ninja.
Yeah, I'm guilty of ignoring Ninja when I first got him. I was like, oh, whatever, who cares? It took me like a long time to actually build him. I think it was just
Really?
seeing people use him more. I think, but maybe just because of the hype, people hated him at first just because of how stupid he looks. Let's be honest. They're like,
It's
oh,
a
he
bit
looks
weird.
dumb. He's the character. He's the like streamer. So yeah, who cares? Like people just kind of crapped on him right away. But I think
Yeah.
the fact that people crapping on him right away, like they kind of made some people be turned off to using him, but doesn't mean he's not a good champion. He's actually amazing. So I finally broke
Yeah,
him
he's
out.
so
I
good.
still don't have mine booked though. Oops.
Oh, is it?
One of these days.
I did
One
mine
of
on
these
day
days.
one. The second that he came out, I was like, book all my books going into Ninja.
That's
He's
fair.
great. All right, who did you have as your last one?
Oh yeah. Oop. Here we go. Another lovely, highly desired lady that floats without shoes, or floats without touching the ground. Duchess. I
Duchess is
love
amazing.
Duchess. Of course, I use her in 3v3 Classic Arena, Doom Tower wave clearing with Seer and Renegade, or in Lydia. It's like that. That's the team right there. And then Ice Golem I still use her in, Hydra, Bommel, Faction Wars of course. I use her everywhere. So
Yeah, for me personally, like even though I don't have a Siphi, I still think that Duchess is the best champion in the game when it comes to support. What do you think? Would you, if someone said to you like, you
oh
can
boy.
have this, you can start off raid, but you can never pull one of them ever again. You can have Duchess or you can have Siphi. Who would you choose?
That's I think oh boy. I think
It's a tough one, isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
yeah, I might actually have to agree with you and say Duchess. Just like especially now that I'm obsessed with my Go Second Cardial team, Duchess, Candrafon, Cardial, and actually that has Siphi in it too though. But Siphi could be replaced in that team to be fair. Um,
Yeah.
but Duchess couldn't. I love her. She pairs so well with Candrafon and yeah, using her in everywhere in the game and every Doom Tower boss too. Like she's just so good.
I remember when I first pulled her, I was like, thank God, finally someone S tier. Like, she's amazing. They don't really do much 10x's for her recently, have they? I can't recall the
Oh
last
yeah.
one.
I don't know. You're right.
But let us know, guys, in the comments. Like, how many of you have a Duchess? That'll be interesting to know.
That's
So yeah,
true.
was that everybody? Did we catch everyone there?
Yeah, that was all my people
Yeah,
for the main.
wicked.
Yeah, I mean that's one you agree on. She's just so good. Oh, I love Duchess. I love Duchess. You're right. I don't Duchess and Siphi. It's so weird to think about that, but I obviously my last three people. I'm like I can't imagine not having any of them, but gotten lucky. I've played a long time. I actually haven't spent as much money as it probably looks like. I've just gotten very lucky in the Void department, especially. So it looks
Yeah,
like
I
I've
think
spent a lot
key
of
on that.
money, but
Apart from getting free Visix and like free Whirlims, I got a Chago and who else did I get? I don't know, my void luck is horrendous. I just keep getting Whirlims and Visix. But I'm not complaining too much because I could just empower my Lydia at the moment, so
it's
yeah, that's
true.
pretty
And
cool.
Visix is really helpful actually in a lot of areas of the
Yeah,
game now that they buffed her a while ago.
yeah, Visix is great.
Alrighty, but I think that yeah, that wraps up this list for now. Thank you for joining me here, YST.
No problem. This is something I've been looking forward to for a while. Like I've done a lot of collabs recently because I said in my first year that I wasn't going to do too many collabs and I ended up doing none. And now I'm just kind of all over the place doing it everywhere. And I'm happy to finally be on your channel because obviously, like I was actually. Do you remember on that stream? I was actually your 1,000th subscriber on that actual stream
Oh
with
yes.
Sephiroth. And yeah,
That's
man, it's just
right.
crazy to see how much your channel's come. And yeah, just keep it up. I enjoy everything that you're doing, even on
Thank
Twitch.
you.
Like
You as
amazing
well.
streamer. So yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Appreciate you. All right, guys. Well, make sure you also, like I mentioned in the beginning, check out his video as well on his channel. I'll link that below, as well as his link to his Twitch. And I will see you guys in the next video.